You're still listening to Kumbang Channel and this is KT News. The Legislative Assembly AL this week passed a government-initiated bill on social rental housing, according to which an individual applicant for a social housing unit must be aged at least 23, while the representative of a household applying for a social housing unit must be at least 18 years old, the same as the current minimum age requirement, MPD reported. According to the new law, all applicants, individual applicants for a unit, and the representatives of respective households applying for a flat must be permanent residents who have been living in Macau for at least 7 years. Currently, both individual applicants and the representatives of respective household applicants must be aged at least 18. Hong Kong's MTR Corporation, which will be the operator of Macau's light rail transit LRT for at least 5 years, has already hired over 570 staff members, of which 3/4 are local residents, while the others are mainly experienced technical managers from the Hong Kong MTR Transport Infrastructure Office (GIT). Director Ho Chang-kei told lawmakers earlier this week, as reported by MPD. Ho said that 450 of the local staff have post-secondary education, 150 of whom had engineering-related degrees. The MTR has launched over 200 training classes for the LRT maintenance, operations, danger management, and around 50 other kinds of courses. For tonight's flash news, direct flights between Macau and Pyongyang, which were scheduled to resume after a 15-year hiatus this month, will only get off the ground in the middle of next month, several local media have reported. State-owned Air Koryo ran regular Macau flights between 1996 and 2004 as part of its Pyongyang-Bangkok route, according to an MPD report. Air Koryo is the flag carrier of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, or simply known as North Korea. The Judiciary Police (PJ) arrested a 29-year-old local man surnamed Ng this week for embezzling a client of a local bank out of 2.5 million Hong Kong dollars when he was its IT manager, PJ spokesman Lai Man-wai said during a special press conference earlier this week, adding that Ng's 29-year-old wife, surnamed Yong, was also arrested as Ng's suspected accomplice. The design and construction of the fourth Macau Type link will cost up to 6.79 billion petakas, according to a statement by the Infrastructure Development Office (GDI) recently. The fourth link, a bridge, will connect the land reclamation area known as Zone A and the Zone E1 reclamation area. The office had invited 7 construction companies to submit their bids for the project. All 7 companies submitted their bids, which were unsealed on the GDI premises on last Friday. All bids were accepted. Local billionaire Ng Lap Seng has lost an appeal against a bribery conviction and will be serving 4 years in jail. The property development mogul was sentenced last May after being found guilty of bribing 2 UN ambassadors to help him build a conference center in Macau, TDM Canal Macau reported. Local police arrested a 40-year-old local man for allegedly raping a domestic worker from Myanmar on 4 occasions earlier this month. However, he claims that the intercourse was consensual, while the victim says he threatened to kill her if she ever revealed the alleged rape. The Filipino non-resident worker who had to undergo an amputation due to a work accident has been granted a visa extension until August the 31st. Speaking to TDM, Raymond Tagakay said he is going to continue to pursue the case against his former employer and his colleague for compensation, but that eventually he only wishes to return home to the Philippines, as reported by TDM Canal Macau. The Philippines has recently planned a Senate bill which, if approved and passed, will require foreigners, which include Macau and Indonesian passport holders, to apply for visa before entering the Philippines, including for tourism purposes. Currently, passport holders from most jurisdictions, including Macau and Indonesia, may enter the Philippines as tourists without having to acquire visa prior to arrival. The gaming authorities of the Australian state of New South Wales have announced they will conduct an inquiry over the proposed Melco Resorts and Entertainment Limited purchase of a 19.99% stake in Australian gaming operator Crown Resorts for around 1.75 billion Australian dollars. And for motorsports lovers, local racer Andre Couto has recently won Super GT Fuji 500 miles race. As for the weather in Macau, rain is expected daily throughout this coming week, with the exception of Wednesday, when the local weather is expected to be sunny to cloudy. Local temperature this week will range from 26 to 33 degrees Celsius. For more information about the local weather, visit www.smg.gov.mo. That's all for tonight's KT News. And getting back to our music, still with Kumbang Channel English segment playing all Spanish songs tonight. This is Christina Aguilera with Por Siempre Tú. Continue to listen to Kumbang Channel. Kumbang, kumpul bareng yo.